Tensions over Iran's nuclear program are rising once again as diplomatic efforts intensify to prevent a return to international sanctions. Iran is set to meet with Russia and China on Tuesday in Tehran to discuss how to respond to mounting pressure from Western powers. The talks come amid growing concern that the United Nations' so-called snapback mechanism could be triggered, a move that would reinstate global sanctions on Iran, effectively undoing parts of the 2015 nuclear deal. That deal, originally struck between Iran and 6 world powers, the US, UK, France, Germany, Russia and China, offered sanctions relief in exchange for strict limits on Iran's nuclear program. But since the US unilaterally pulled out in 2018, the agreement has been under strain, with Iran gradually scaling back its compliance. Now, Britain, France and Germany, collectively known as the E3, say that if progress isn't made by the end of August, they'll move to reimpose sanctions through the UN. Iran's foreign ministry, however, insists the E3 has no legal basis to do that and accuses them of applying political pressure instead of seeking genuine dialogue. In the lead up to these decisions, Iran's deputy foreign ministers are also scheduled to hold direct talks with the E3 and EU diplomats this Friday in Istanbul. Iran says these talks are not just about nuclear issues, but also a chance to demand accountability from European countries for failing to condemn recent Israeli and US strikes on Iranian facilities. Iranian officials, including President Envoy Ali Larijani, have also been in close contact with Russia, with Larijani meeting President Vladimir Putin over the weekend. China and Russia remain key allies of Tehran and are pushing for a diplomatic solution that avoids the reactivation of global sanctions. Meanwhile, Iran has ruled out restarting nuclear talks with the United States for now, a pause that has been in place since the outbreak of hostilities with Israel last month. Tehran says 5 rounds of indirect talks with Washington had taken place before that, but at this point there are no plans to resume them. For all of the latest in this ongoing situation and the rest from across the world, make sure to follow us on NewsX World.